war inside of me, and you watch it silently. Any idiot could see that I killed all the hope that I had. There's a war inside of me, burning red and honestly, and I wave it constantly, like a flag, like a flag, like a flag. This knife that's in my back keeps twisting. Anxiety attacks. This is a battleground. I'm caught in a crossfire. My words are weaponry. I'm waiting patiently. You're in the battle now. I will return the fight. It's like crawling for your legs. Be the one who lasts last. You're advancing mercilessly, unprovoked and needlessly, and I march you into the sea, just to watch you drown in the end.
Wow.
I am used to these black eyes, to be bruised and tagged.
Absolutely amazing. Thanks, Missy. That was amazing. I hope everybody liked the intro. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to our 27th live stream. I can't believe we're here. I can't believe we've made it this far. Hey, Growler, how are you today?
Yeah. Good, thanks, sis. Good so far, and I hope everyone else is in the well in the chat, and hope you're well as well, sister. And thanks again to Messi. Great work he's doing, and great to be in here with the family again.
Excellent, excellent. Now it's really nice. We've got 18 in the house, so I'm going to do some hellos, mate. Hi, Anthony.
Roger.
Welcome in, Anthony. Real Bible, real life. Welcome in. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Western Warrior, always here. Always here. Edward Caldwell, welcome in, mate, from Flowerville, Michigan, USA. Wow.
Welcome.
Listen, guys, feel free at any time to put in the chat what's going on in your state where you are. We've got some pretty disturbing things going on here in this country, and we're going to show you some of that tonight. This is a little bit of a follow-on from our last live stream, which was, we're doing 2 a week now. We're going to endeavour to do the 2. So that would have been your Monday night live stream. So this is a follow-on from the fall of Rome. But excuse me for sniffling. I just ate really hot chilies. It's a follow-on. However, this is incorporated more of the same, but a lot of what's going on, how it's developed into what we're seeing right in front of us now. And we don't know about the civil unrest in your country, but we can certainly tell you what's happening in our country. So I'm just going to pass you over to Growler so he can say hello and welcome in, everybody.
Okay, yeah, I just like to say a big hello to the awesome Anne Walsworth. She's always here, definitely one of the best mods ever. And of course, we have the beautiful Zoe Round, our awesome sister. Great to have you in. You're always here, and thank you so much for your support. Linda Ann, you have to run, that's fine. Thank you so much for coming in. Western Warrior, always in. Anthony Dickerson, great to see you. Davey313, great to see you again. And I know we love the chat as well. And I'd like to welcome a guy called Growler Thunder. Welcome here. And the Messy Gentleman, actually, he's always here, and he's the best tech in the world, and anyone else that I have missed. So Wolfman in Oz, great to have you in. And any more that's coming in as well. So, and Flying Free, I just saw Flying Free. How are you, Flying Free? Great to have you in. Okay, so that was my shout out there, sis. It's great to have everyone back in. Oh, and Noah as well. Thank you very much, Noah. I didn't see you didn't have a wrench there, so we'll see what we can do. So great to see you in. And look, as Beck said, if you can just keep praying for each other. Tell us what's going on in your state, country, business-wise and economically wise, and law and order wise. That would be great. So. Yeah, big thank you to everyone. Okay, are you there, sister? Okay, so I would like to, I'm not sure if Becky's going first because we can't get her at the moment. Maybe
you can hear
Messi,
me. Can you hear
now
me
I
there?
can. Now I
No,
can.
it's
Yeah, I've been trying to get you.
okay. No, okay. We just had a technical problem, which is now completely
Oh,
resolved. So
beautiful.
there we go.
Beautiful.
I'm back.
No worries. I've given everyone a shout out, and great to see Truth Seeds in there and just come in. Thank you very much, Truth Seeds. Yes, I saw you on Sky News. So, yeah, good to see you, and make sure you just keep spreading the gospel. That's all we can do.
So before I got kind of cut off, I was saying how this is, in a way, a part 2 of last week.
Yes,
so
that's right.
if some people are not understanding, if it's your first time and you've come here and you've come in this late in the game, you might need to go back and have a look at last week's live stream, number 26, which Growler explained an amazing amount of information. And this is segueing into his information from last week that he's providing this week, because it was just too much information to provide in the one live stream. So basically cut it up and done it that way.
Yep.
So I'm going to do the same thing that I did last week, this has just been so great for me because I get to sit back, talk to all you guys in the chat, and I can relax instead of trying to, think about what I'm doing, trying to juggle 4 things at once. So, Growler, with that, I'll pass it over to you for where you're going to go with that.
Yeah, so look, I've gone on, I did about Rome, and this actually ties in with police states everywhere and order out of chaos. And we know what comes out of chaos. It's a new order. That's what comes out of it. So it is a follow-on. I just want to show you what's happening here, what's happening in other countries by the same organisation that has taken over all democracies, which is all coming into the NWO, fits in with climate change and the one world religion and and control of the populace, which is something that they've since Satan has wanted control since day one from the Garden of Eden. So. Yeah, it's. I'm just showing you. I'd really like to get. The message over. There's massive protests around the world, and this is what they want, really. And I really urge no one to really go to protests. That's not what we're about, because we've already won through Yeshua HaMashiach. So we've already got the victory. So there's no need to protest, because
it's too late in the game.
are in Him.
It's too late.
That's right.
Too late now.
But this is what. Yeah, that's right.
It had to take it. What did it have to take for the whole world to be locked down before they protested? They didn't, like, even our generation, Growler, we really didn't listen to like my father's generation, because I remember them speaking about the privatisation of Australia back in the 70s when I was a child, not understanding it. And I do remember them, trying to revolt back then, but there wasn't enough of them. They didn't have any strength or money or anything behind them. And so here we find ourselves at their mercy.
Absolutely. And
Mm.
look, I'll be just quickly. I will go over what's happened in democratic countries and what's happened, well, so-called democratic countries now, and what they've done. What they've done is, like I said, they've created two classes. They're creating two classes: one slaves, the rest elite. So there's no middle class. So they've taken out everything, they've taken everything that they have to out, which in turn. We've had a 40% increase in Defence Force recruitment drives here in Australia, and I'm sure that is because the same thing in Australia is happening around to all the other democracies. So what they're doing is they're pulling out all manufacturing and private jobs and everything like that. So I mean, people have got loans to pay, people have got things to pay back, and so they'll go straight into the military. And with a lot of other defence forces around the world, there's been a massive uptake in military recruitment numbers. So that is the plan. So
Now,
I
hang
mean,
on.
if
Can we just tell the people that our military intake has increased by 40%
yep, I
since
just
this
said that.
happened? Oh, you said 40%. Oh,
Yes, I
I'm
did.
sorry.
Yeah,
I
no,
missed that
that's all
bit.
right. Nope, that's all right. But it's basically, it would be roughly the same in every country, in every other country. So you can see what they're doing. They're creating and ripping out normal life, and everyone is shifting to go into the military. So you can see this shift from private and commercial businesses and enterprises people are working for. They've got no other choice to go over to the military, and this is. And I will go on a little bit more about this throughout the stream. So the thing I want to get over today is you've really got to be smart. Like I said, do not participate in any protest, nothing like that. It is just fruitless. It is utterly fruitless. You don't want to be caught up in any of that crap, really. You really don't, because it's not going to do anything, because it just furthers their agenda. That's what it does. It furthers their agenda, and this is what they want. They want civil war. They want uprisings and all this, and whatever comes out of uprising and chaos, here comes your order. So, and I'll show you in a lot of the protests in UK and Australia and France and Italy, and they've always got these antagonisers, that are a part of it, and that gives the cops green lights to do whatever they want. So I've got some pretty revealing information, and you guys in America or something, I would check your latest amendments to your defence legislation bills. So if we just go to the first one, the first video, that would be great. Thank you.
From Lagos, Nigeria, Africa's most populous city, where protests against police brutality and specifically a notorious unit called the Special Anti-Robbery Squad have turned violent, with reports of multiple deaths. Video showing armed units firing at groups of protesters, the shocking scenes leading to an international outcry. Our senior foreign correspondent Ian Pannell has more.
The terrifying crackle of live rounds piercing the night air in Lekki, a prosperous city in Lagos. Riot police and soldiers firing on unarmed protesters in Nigeria's most populous region.
Please tell people, people are having to run. They're shooting at them at the Lekki toll gate.
It began as a peaceful protest. By the time the night was done, the streets were full of anger, fire and blood. For 2 weeks, Nigerians have been demonstrating against a heavily armed police unit known as SARS. It was set up in the 80s to fight rising crimes and kidnapping. It became notorious for its abuse of power.
I was in my house sleeping around 2 a.m. in the midnight when they came, starting to scatter everywhere in my area, started shooting everywhere.
Amnesty International has accused the group of extortion, torture and murder. Across the country, people have been taking to the streets peacefully to say enough to police brutality.
We are trying to fight our right. Nobody pay us. We don't want stuff. We don't want stuff. We don't want anybody. Worry.
The young mobilizing, demanding reform and fair wages in a country that's rich in oil, but where half the population lives in poverty.
Yes, will you go to stand? No more brutality. We are no more God. This country that's somebody else. Will you still have jobs?
President Muhammadu Buhari disbanding the unit last week to try to quell the protests, but the deployment of soldiers and other armed forces has only made things worse. As has happened many times before, the police responding with lethal force, with some reports claiming at least a dozen may have been killed. As the ranks of the dead and wounded grows, the tragedy in Lekki has caught the attention of the world. Joe Biden calling for the Nigerian government to cease the violent crackdown on protesters and for the US to stand with Nigerians peacefully demonstrating for police reform. Nigerian celebrities Uzo Aduba and Yvonne Orji and entertainers Wizkid and Jidenna among the many calling for an end to the brutality.
We need a complete dissolution of SARS in all of its forms.
It'll take more than words to bring about meaningful change here, but rarely has the government faced so much pressure to bring the kind of reform Nigerians are dying for. Ian Pannell for ABC News Live.
Hi everyone, George.
Okay. Did we have that Beirut blast there to start off with, Messi? If that's
Did you
okay.
want to?
Yeah, I already said that, and then I'll be going over this.
An explosion ripped through Beirut's port. People in Lebanon's capital had earlier spotted a large fire at the port, billowing dark smoke into the air. There were reports that a warehouse containing fireworks had caught fire. And several videos of the scene showed colored flashes in the flames.
Okay, so I'm just I found out a bit more information about this Beirut blast, and I've studied Strong Cities Network .org a bit more thoroughly during the week, and Beirut, Lebanon is a strong city. So why that blast has happened is because they are part of the Strong City Network program. Just like Melbourne, just like Lagos, as you just saw in Nigeria, they're using live rounds to shoot people. These are the UN that have Strong Cities Network that have bought out these cops. So as you can see, these people just utterly don't care at all. And I mean, there's plenty of it online. I mean, you just have a look at the damage that happened out of that Beirut blast. It was just horrific. I mean, it even displaced all the atmosphere, stratosphere, everything like that. So if you look at it in slow motion, it really basically pushes out the clouds. It's a massive blast, and I don't have any. This is just my opinion, and I will say this is my opinion. I could be utterly wrong, but I'm pretty sure that was a Delilah nuclear tipped missile. That would be my guess, because it cleared out the whole port. It just utterly smashed it, and they had the massive grain silos, and that was 80% of Lebanon's food, and they just blew it to the crap house. So this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that, as you can see, it's not worth protesting if they're going to let off weapons like this. So these people don't care, and you know, there was fireworks there. Yes, there was. But that was just a front to say, oh yeah, fireworks, and then they came up with 3,000-4,000 tons of ammonium nitrate in an unsecured facility for 7 years. Meanwhile, you've got over 200 proxy terrorist organisation roaming around Syria and Lebanon. So I mean, yeah, it's just like a massive factory 3,000 tons of cocaine with about six different bikie gangs living around there. You think they would invade a place like that after 7 years? Yeah, I'd say they would. So you smell a rat straight away. And when you know that Beirut and Lebanon is one of the biggest strong cities on this plane, I was about to say on this globe, but sister will kill me. And I don't believe in globes. We live on a flat plane. Thank you. So I mean, these people just utterly don't care, guys. They just don't care. So the devastation this has caused is just horrific. And as we saw from the Nigerian video, you know, they're using live rounds because they can in Africa. Strong Cities Network is massive in Africa. Just about every part of Africa is part of a strong city there. So it's all about exploitation. It's all about depopulation. It's the whole lot with the UN agenda. So I really feel for those poor people in Nigeria. You just have a look at that shockwave, and I can tell you right now, ammonium nitrate, it doesn't go like that. I mean, it's, as you can see with this blast, it's like a perfect circle, a perfect mushroom when it does. And you know, it's just all very, as you can see, that's just perfectly controlled. So
Absolutely.
Yep, take it as you will. And I mean, I'll leave it there. And I mean, you guys can draw your own conclusions. You guys can, I urge you to do your own study. Maybe you picked up something that I haven't picked up. You know, everyone comes up with different things. That's fine. This is what I've come up with my study. And look, if anyone's got something to add, that'd be great. But yeah, you can see actually how it's just utterly changed from 2020. So yeah, if we can go to the next video there, Mess, that'd be great, mate. Okay, so here we are. This is part of the Strong City Network program, and one of its top outposts is Utrecht in Netherlands. So if you just go up there a little bit, just scroll up a little bit there, Mess, that'd be great. Thanks, mate. Just there. So yeah, so it's the fourth largest city in the Netherlands. There's 3 strong cities in the Netherlands. So as you can go through here, I'm not going to read the whole thing here, guys. I'll probably just bore you, but because I urge you actually to read it yourself because it's quite informative. And the Strong Cities Network was actually born in 2015. I'll be putting the links, and we have done a Strong Cities before, so you can go back to that one, have a look, read that. See what I presented there, and then I'll be completing Strong Cities with this one here. So you can see since 2015, preventative measures have been a priority for the city in the belief that only way to effectively counter prevention. And it just goes on and goes on, and I won't, as I said, just go through all that. That'll be in the description box, and they've got tags there that actually hook up with this. So I'm just showing you a few things, guys. There, like I said, description box. If you can whack up the next one there, Mess, that'd be great, mate. Okay, we're getting there. I'd like to quickly do a big shout out to Shane Barber and all that's coming up. Effie Mary, great to see you there. And anyone else that I haven't mentioned, thank you very much for coming in. Fettuccine, great to see you.
I think we're having one of those technical days, Growler. I think we're having.
Again, no, it's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, because even my computer's doing stupid things, and it's not my computer; it's our brand new, beautiful, very expensive thing. It's just the way it is. It could be the weather here too. We have had severe storms yesterday. And our weather
Yeah.
today, we have a really, really heavy cloud cover. So it could be that, or, it just could be it is
Yeah.
what it is. So we're sorry about any
Yeah.
technical issues today. Yeah, smash
So
that
just
like
bear with us.
button, guys, please. That'd be awesome. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
smash it up, guys. Yeah, only way
Hey,
to go. Now,
Timothy
this.
Ryan, welcome in, man.
Yeah.
Welcome in, Timothy. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Okay, off you go, mate. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
Yeah, so that's all right. So now this is what's happening in Melbourne. See, Andrew's defence of snooping drones. Now we've got something called the AFL Grand Final, and it's the biggest it's the biggest event in Melbourne, really, in Australia, the Grand Final. It had to be played up in Brisbane here, and because of Melbourne being part of the Strong Cities network, so everything's just cut off from there. Now you weren't allowed to go and watch the footy game at your friend's place. You could only have 2 people in the house, or maybe 3 people in the house, and they had to be wearing masks. They had to be socially distanced. And what the police would, the private military force, I'll call them now, what they're doing is they were flying drones over all suburbs, hovering over houses to make sure that there were only 2 or 3 people there. These drones capture drones capture where the person lives, how many it is, film everything, and then they send you fines in the mail, take you away. They can do anything they want. So if we just quickly go through now, Andrew Bolt here, he's part of it and pretending to be totally against Andrews, but they're all sleeping together behind closed doors. We know that it's a collective ideal that's being pushed here. So if we can just play Messi, that'd be great. Thanks, bro.
First, have we totally lost our moral bearings? 2 examples. The first one, just quickly. Victoria's police today warned, watch out. We are going to be sending up drones to spy on.
So these are the new drones. Now, with Melbourne Strong City Network, as I was speaking to Messi, talking to Messi about this, in 2016, 2017, there were an extra 3,200 police that came in from 2016 to 2017. They were all getting trained, as you can see that this was planned all well in advance. 2.6 billion was just spent on the police force, just on the police force. Now, in the military, we bought 24 Super Hornets, and they're valued at about 80 million to 85 to 90 million a piece. That's without running costs, and with running costs and over a 20-year life period, that's $6 billion. Now they've spent 2.6 billion just in 16-17 on the police force, and that's huge. I mean, 24 Super Hornets are cheaper than all the gear that these guys have got. If you have a look at these drones, they're not messing around. These guys are commed up and teched up awesomely. And as you can see, I will say that the Victoria Police logo is an actually upside down pentagram. It's an upside down pentagram with a crown on top. So as above, so below. So basically they're crowning Satan on their badge, and they work for him. But that's fine. Yeah, we'll sort that out later. Well, you sure we'll sort that out later. And if we can just keep playing, that would be good. Thanks,
Melburnians to make sure they do not invite friends around on Saturday for a barbie or to come and watch the grand final. Well, there really is, in fact, little danger of getting the virus if you stay in your backyard, you keep your distance, and make sure the sick stay at home. But that's just one issue. The other one is this. It's the Premier's attitude to this snooping, to this Big Brother surveillance.
Well, how would you feel about a drone flying over your nearest park or near your home?
Well, I can fly drones over my place because no one will be doing anything wrong. We'll be following rules.
Hey, his family's in Queensland.
Frankly.
Yeah.
Wrong answer. No
Wrong answer.
Surveillance and pretty secretive surveillance should be justified like that. That it's fine if you're not doing anything wrong. Where does that take you? I mean, tapping your phones. What's the problem if you're not doing anything wrong? Having a policeman follow you day and night. What's the problem if you're not doing anything wrong? Putting up surveillance cameras through your front window, or paying spies to check your letters, or paying neighbours that go through your emails. What's the problem if you're not doing anything wrong? And how about getting your neighbours to snoop on you and turning them into police informers?
There are literally hundreds of thousands of Victorians who've rung the police assistance line because they've had a suspicion that next door or across the road or down the street are doing the wrong thing, and they're doing the right thing.
Yes, all that snooping's fine. It's fantastic. What's the problem if you're just following the government's rules, Daniel Andrews' rules? I mean, really, that's what police states say, don't they? It should not be what an Australian Premier says.
$1 can make
there we go, guys. I mean, this sort of stuff happens in China and North Korea and Russia, and getting people to work against everyone. So you can see that they're trying to get an uprising going. I'm sure that they probably want people to take to the streets with guns. I'd love it. I mean, the private military force would love that, and they're really. I mean, they've just ripped the bum out of Melbourne. It's just totally gone. So they're playing that psyop, and now this is happening. So you can see where this is going. Order out of chaos. That's basically what it is. So getting your neighbours to inform on two houses down, or I mean, it's going to get to the fact where neighbours, family will be dobbing on family. That's where it's going to go to. Because everything that's they're implementing all this stuff in Melbourne, and then this is going to go nationwide. Another 2,000 police was about a month ago. I'm not sure if I put it in one of the live streams. Another 2,000 police for Queensland in the next 5 years, they say, but that's already been done most likely because they've actually got to be ready right now to quell any problems. And I mean, it's not going to take them 3 years. It's already happened. That would be my guess. So it's utterly shocking. And I mean, here we are, North Korea, communism. It's all here. No, enjoy it. And you know what? We can't get back from it now, because the whole of Australia's been, the whole of the world's been smashed. Every Western democracy's been smashed. There's no coming back from this. It's just the way it is.
You can't do it twice. You can't do this twice.
Nope.
You cannot
no, you can't.
crash the whole world twice. And look,
Nope.
I just as my comment says, yeah, they've locked you all into prisons they didn't even have to build. It's fear, and the people who are not privy to the information that we've been shouting from the rooftops for the last 2 years, well, the people that don't know that, they're the ones hiding away in fear. So how can we reach them? This is the only way.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry,
right.
mate.
And no, that's fine. And I mean, it will get worse. It'll just get worse and worse and worse. And I can tell you right now that Melbourne won't be celebrating Christmas. It just won't be, because we did have it was on Sunday, and Daniel Andrews was going, yes, we're going to open restaurants, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And then all of a sudden, as I was talking to Messi about this and this, I mean, of course I knew what was going to happen. And then he said, no, we have clusters from the northern part of Victoria, and we can't go ahead with our planned reopening. And I mean, it's happened about 90 to 100 times, and we know where it's going. So if you guys can throw something in the chat, if what's happening in your city, do you see anything like this? Just whack it all in. So that'll just give us more.
I just want to have a little chat about what we were talking about this morning when I said to you, do you think that us here in Queensland would be locked down by Christmas time? I hate using that word, guys. I really do. But we all know just using it as a time of year. But because we're not locked down, however, our whole tourism, which our state that we live in is built on tourism, our whole tourism industry has collapsed. We can't fly anywhere. We can fly.
Nope.
There are some destinations north of where we are that we can fly in our own country, but we can't leave the country. And I was saying to you, like, making plans is virtually impossible, because you could make a road trip plan, but then again, you get there, you booked a motel or that, they've gone bust. There goes all your money. What I'm getting at is getting very impossible to plan anything. And I really feel that this will be our last year to be able to have the freedom. If we're not locked down by Christmas, this will be our last year to have the freedom to go and do what we want. That's why I went flying the other day. That's why I'm going to go and do an instruction course and fly the plane myself next week. That's why I'm going to go and finally get my scuba ticket, which I should have got years ago, which I should have had. But I'm sort of got a bucket list going on here because I truly feel that the next lockdown, I know I won't come out of, because I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to take any needles they're offering me, and I'm hoping I am preaching to the choir here that you are all still free too, because if you are, get out and do what you can now. If you've got the finances, get out and prepare now. If you've only got the money to prepare, prepare. If you've got the money to prepare and go and do a few things you've never done, do it now. Because, okay, yes, you can say we are going to, leave this life and go to our home where we should be with the Father. However, just do it now. Whatever it is that you need to do it now, and especially tie up all your loose ends with people. Sorry about that. I just had to get that
that's
out.
fine. No, thanks. That's great. And I will say next. Okay, I know the next one. Sorry, sister. I was going to say something, but I won't. That's all right. So look, if we can go to the next video there, Messy. Thanks, mate. And hit the thumbs up for Messy. Oh, okay. Can we just pause there? Sorry, mate. Yeah. Okay. Now, guys, this is at the Shrine of Remembrance where our fathers fought for us for freedom and everything. But of course, they were just fighting papacy wars. Poor things didn't know, and either. But well, that's the way it is. Now, what I want to, I'll be picking out of these few videos. Now, as I've said, as we covered in the first live stream, we're the Strong City Network, you do have your three-tiered military structured force here. So the Greens will take care of one, your Greens will take care of one, your Yellows will take care of two, and your Reds will take care of door kickers. So the Reds are door kickers. Now, what they're doing, now, it's an amazing operation. I've watched it over and over, and you've got the first line here of cops. So now behind that, you have another line of cops, another group of cops with the latest the latest tech in their video cameras, and it'll be all facial recognition. It'll be military grade stuff. You can't get that sort of stuff on the normal market. And what they're doing is they're filming all these people, and then I mean, these guys are all bloody commed up awesomely. They've all got their earpieces. They're all, the whole lot. So what's happening is the Greens will come with yellow, and the yellow will come with red. So that's how it works. And what happens is the Yellows are all filming, all these people here, they're filming, and all of a sudden you've got these door kickers that come in, the UN, or they all work for the UN, but your real UN troops come in, grab who they have to. It's so fast, and there's nothing you can do. So if we go through this, it's awesome. It's an awesome operation. It's just unbelievable. So I mean that they're just steps ahead of us. These people. I mean, you know, and
I know what you
trying to, just trying to see what they're doing. You know, and it's amazing. So just watch, guys, and if you can pick out something that I haven't, that would be great. So we'll play from here. They stop there. Yep. Okay, so now you've got your first tier here. Now you look behind here and you've got no vests, yes? So you've got teams from the yellow and the red. So what they're doing, and if you keep looking, just coming sort of like closer to the screen here, and those cops, they're actually filming. They're actually filming whoever's in the crowd. And so you've got the first line, you've got the second line, then you've got your door kickers in the back. So if we keep going. Now, that person's been taken to the back. Done. Next one. Just watch everywhere, guys. You've got filmers, you've got the whole lot. Then the guys at the back go in again. It's a bit hard with the fisheye.
Yeah, it's a GoPro.
Yeah. So the guys in the front, they push them through. People at the back are filming, and the door kickers in the back run in and grab people. But I'm just showing, yeah, I'm just showing you different aspects and different angles of it.
You push me, I push you. Oh, touch me, I touch you. Don't slap. Oh, oh,
anybody,
look. Oh,
anybody for a dozen eggs?
My chook's got big eggs.
Yeah.
I'll take mine.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Look at the earth curve. Yeah, look.
Yeah.
I can see the curve. I can see it. I can see the curve.
And that orange and red, that's for safety. That's for safety. I don't believe it or not.
Look at the trees.
So,
they're curved.
And yeah, so okay. And can we go to the next video there, miss? Sorry, mate. Whenever you're ready, that's fine.
I'm going to be a bit of a pain to you today, aren't I? Because I'm just in a funny, laughy mood.
Yeah, well, that's great, mate.
That's
good.
Fine.
It's good to have you in a laughing mood. That's the only way to go. And if we go to the next one, now I'm going to show you the equipment and just the stuff these people have. It's just unreal. I mean, even the Defence Force don't have this stuff. Yeah. So, and I'm going to the other side now, and I just want to point these things out to you. Sorry, not that. Yeah, that's so. If we can just play from here.
Wow.
So this was the same day, guys. The same protest.
That's full on.
Have a copy of this.
Sorry. It has to be a few thousand.
And the media was reporting only a few hundred.
Yeah, river.
It's just giving you how dead it is in the city and how gone it is. Nothing's open. Nothing. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like
you've got
Melbourne's.
this. Yeah. So can you pause here?
Melbourne's a very full on. Melbourne's a very packed city usually because it's only small in the central part of it. It's not a very big city in the central part compared to Sydney.
Yeah, so this this police car here, that's a brand new BM, and that is just commed up. This is the stuff that was brought in under curfew because Melbourne had the curfew. This is all the stuff that was coming in from Shanghai, coming in from Wuhan, and And as we'll go, I'll show you the other stuff that has been coming in under the cover of darkness. So as we keep going, that'd be great.
There are a couple of buses that rolled in. Don't know what they were doing, but check out this frontline police right here.
Yep.
Frontline fuckers, all right.
Stop there.
These are the ones that let us through.
Yep. Have a look at this. This is all rigged up. Or have a look at that. The one in the background, and these are just brand new vehicles that have just come in from China, and then they're all fitted out with all your latest tech and your latest gear. This is all part of your Strong City network.
Tell them like our highway patrol cars were always blue and red because of the Masons,
that's right.
Blue house and red house. Right. And then all of a sudden, these things have come out of nowhere, and I've seen these in Queensland. I have seen these myself, and I also saw that vehicle I told you. What was it called?
Yes.
It had a really weird name. Regional. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And I come straight home saying to Growler, I don't know, but it was, I took a photo of it. And all the vehicles, they've done it for the UN colours.
That's right. That's exactly right. And it's showing you the black and then their colours. And as we'll keep going, you want to see the buses. It's no expense spared here. So if we keep playing.
Before. They're actually quite nice. I felt like they were rescuing us. This is just
so there's your black vehicles in the background.
And probably when I start getting hassled by the cops.
Okay, so stop there. Yeah. So you've got your mounted police here. You've got your normal crap kickers just behind them, and then you've got other different cops like detectives and everything, all in between here. And then you've got your all these cops work for the UN, but like I said, your red door kickers are behind with all those black vehicles. So we'll keep playing, and you watch all the stuff that keeps going. It's amazing.
Deciding what should we do now, guys. We don't know. What should we do? Should we attack? Should we not? Well, our riot guys aren't here yet.
Oh,
and we're outnumbered.
Almost Sonic.
Melbourne is such a beautiful city, and it's a shame that it's locked down like this. People have had enough. They've actually had enough, and you see people from all
There's your upside down triangle.
No discrimination whatsoever. Because we want our city back. We want to explore these awesome buildings, these high rises, these entertainment strips everywhere. Not this.
Right.
Not these guys.
So your black vehicles in the background.
Yo.
Okay, so these cops are on the move now. So they're going down to the previous video that we just played
I think
before. They're
there's
going down
more
to the shrine.
that have gone in. We got the best section of all. Unbelievable. Hey? That was amazing. Hey? Yeah, I know. There must be more action up there because the cops are on their way.
Helicopter is built, look.
Yeah, the chopper's up there. So I'll see if I can get him into view.
The actual shrine, like in the shrine. Actually, look, it's starting from down there, maybe and going right around the whole shrine.
It is too.
Starting from there, and they're going right around the whole shrine.
Okay, so there's one of your black buses up there. That's one of your port buses.
Coming in from everywhere.
Black bus here. That's one of your, that's they take the red cops, the door kickers. And
So the
it
cops
just
are
gets
doing
better and
whatever
better.
they can just to keep it contained. Because they don't want to make the news, you know, they don't want to make international news again, do they? Treating people the way they did last time. That was horrific. So they've got a different force here today. These guys aren't with their batons and looking like stormtroopers. They're here dressed as normal police. And that's a far difference to the last time this happened. Don't know who these guys
So
are
here
now.
they come.
They're cops, so I could see through the window and you can
so
see
pause there. So these are the buses they're using, and as of course it's very hard to see, and you can see the shields up there, shields up the windows there to actually stop people from looking in on top of it. Now this is where all your UN cops are coming through, and just have a look at the stuff. So as we keep going.
Platoon of cops they're bringing in.
And you saw the bus up in front before that one. So.
And I think it's my cue to go. Let's see what's happening up this way. We'll follow the cops. They obviously know where the action is. And it's starting to rain. The P900 isn't good with rain.
Wonder why it's cold. Okay. So this is all your stuff coming, guys. This is just normal stuff here. These guys are moving down to the shrine now. Okay.
Oh, those big
so
buses.
Everything's on the move. Yeah, the black
trucks.
buses are, yeah, the big black buses as well that we just saw. Now, all your UN cops are coming down now.
Oh,
So
here they come.
Yep. So I just want to show you
These
that
cops are
no
cool.
expense
They
has
actually
been
escorted
spared.
us out before.
They're brand new bikes.
4 horses. Oh yeah.
They're quite
Oh,
friendly.
you want to bet they are.
Yeah.
So what are we waiting for?
I'm just actually showing what it's like, what the atmosphere is like, who's actually involved. This is what's happening in Melbourne, because so here comes your poor crew now. So these are your UN cops.
Oh, that's
They
them.
all come. Yep. So
They're all
So you've got
wearing
your buses.
uniforms with the
Here
they
UN
come.
flag on them.
And here come the horses.
Okay.
Poor horses.
So if we just stop it there, So what I'm trying to get over here, guys, is you can see the difference in, let's say, your normal police, and then you've got your special police, and then you've got your door kickers, but they're all part of the same system. It's all been militarized. So and that's why you've got your color-coded system. So if we bring up the next one here, Miss, that would be great when you can, mate. That's fine. So I'm just so you can see just what the feel is in Melbourne, and you see what sort of gear they've got. See where the $2.6 billion has gone. So this is all it's the privatisation of police forces, all strong cities network. So it happens in every other country as well. So if I bring up this one here, and you'll see where I'm getting at here. Now we have a Defence Legislation Amendment and an enhancement of the Defence Force Response to Emergencies Bill 2020. Now this was done in 2020 when COVID happened. So what it does, it amends the Defence Act of was that 1903, streamline the process for calling out members of the Australian Defence Force Reserves, including for the purpose of responding to natural disasters or emergency, and provide ADF members, other defence personnel and members of foreign forces with immunity from criminal or civil liability in a certain case while performing duties to support civil emergencies and disaster preparedness and recovery response, which is the Defence Reserve Protection Act in 2001. Now, it goes on here about the members who are subjected to a reserve call-out order. So they're going to be part of our Defence Force, Navy, Army, Air Force. They've combined all their security MPs all into one force. And as you can see with Strong Cities Network, that's been a privatised military force. So what can happen is the Defence Force or the Defence Act can call up, it can actually call up reserves, and even if foreign forces come in and foreign police forces, they are not subject to Australian law at all. So therefore, this is what they're going to do. So the invasion has happened. It's even in the Defence Legislation Amendment Bill here. And you've got a few other things here as well, which you guys can actually look up yourselves. And you can actually have further reading. So as you can see with what's happened with Strong Cities, what's happening even with our Defence Force, and what's happening with our Defence Legislation Bill, this gives them the complete free right to bring in whoever they want under any sort of law. They're just totally immune from any criminal behaviour, anything. So this is what happened in World War II. So, and this is what happened with the Nazis and the SS. So they just went into houses and killed whoever they want and grabbed whoever they want for their own pleasure. They can do with that's what it is, and they'll just. I mean, they've covered themselves. The Defence Forces covered themselves. So as you can see, they're going fine. Yep, foreign forces and foreign police military forces are allowed to come in. The Defence Force isn't actually liable for any problems at all. I mean, I don't know how much more I can push this, but as you can see, the green light has already been done. Invasion's already happened. As I showed you the other Strong City, the other live stream, you saw the thin blue line with all the flags, the black and white flags of Canada, Israel, UK, Australia, New Zealand. So they're all part of the first tier of the UN force. So we're going to bring up another one here, guys. So, and I just wanted to highlight this, a bill to enable use of foreign troops or foreign police in Australian emergencies. And it says a bill is before federal parliament, which has already been enabled. I can tell you that right now, because as you can see with strong cities, they're all ex-hired mercs. That'd be my guess on studying going through this. So the bill is to enable the ADF, reserves, foreign military forces and police to be used in Australian emergencies. It gives them immunity from civil or criminal procedures for actions arising from these emergency duties. Emergencies are undefined. Now, have a look at that. Emergencies are undefined. So therefore, hey, they've totally got the law into their own hands. Could they include industrial actions or large-scale climate change protests action? Yes, which is, I went through in the last live stream. We know about Pope Franger's climate change. Here, there are very worrying implications in a bill being considered in federal parliament. It is called the Defence Legislation Amendment. As I've just shown you, that's already been passed. As I showed you just before, enhancement of the Defence Force response to Emergency Bill 2020. And this has all been gone through the Commonwealth, and there'll be further reading for you there, guys. We'll switch that. We'll throw that in the description box for you. But all I'm saying is, you can see what I'm getting at. There's the only law. There's no law and order. It's just tyranny now. And what Daniel Andrews actually spying on people, dobbing in people, drones over people's houses. People just getting ripped out of crowds, cars, houses. I mean, it's all
Growler,
there because it's already happened.
Growler,
Yeah.
Did you tell them about the drones that were going over all the people's houses on the day of the AFL
Yes, I
Grand
did.
Final or something?
Yep.
You told them, yeah.
Yep. That
Sorry,
was in a
I
previous
didn't
video.
know. That
No,
was in
that's
a
all right.
previous video.
So you can see you can see the size and the scope and the power and control of this strong city network and what's happening. So it's just a full UN takeover. So
Well, I hope there's some good news at the end of this that we've got for people. I hope we've got some
there
good
sure
news about
is.
this, yeah?
Absolutely,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. But guys, you've got to know your enemy. You've got to go out and do your own research and see what's happening. I mean, it's just so important. I mean, if people down in Melbourne, if you're in lockdown, you'd spend 15 hours researching stuff. And as it says in Hosea 4:6, I think it is, my people perish from a lack of knowledge. It's that simple.
That's right.
If you don't know your
do.
enemy, you are finished. Plain and simple. So as again, I will urge not to go to any protest, guys. You don't want to be part of that crap. This is what they want. Stay away from it. Don't cause any trouble. We're safe in Yeshua. We've got eternal life through him. He's already won the battle. So basically, we just sit back and laugh at them because they're, I mean, a divided kingdom can't stand, and this is Satan's kingdom here, and it won't stand. So do you have anything to add to that, sister? I've just got to quickly step outside for a second. Is that all right for 5 minutes? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're giving me the floor. Thank you very much.
No.
How long's your 5 minutes? About 20?
No.
No.
I'll be back in a
You're right,
second there, guys. Sorry about that. Thanks.
You go for it. This guy's doing an awesome job today, isn't he? The last 2 streams, he's really put a lot of work in and made sure that the information he's given you is true and solid. And the thing he said about people perishing for lack of knowledge is, I read in Enoch this morning, there was a part that I had never read before, and it was that Enoch had a dream where he could see the blind sheep being led basically into, perdition, with the son of perdition. He could see the blind sheep just falling away, just like the enemy is, as he is, if we follow him. So, the good news out of all this is, well, there's no good news in Melbourne. I can tell you that now. There's no good news coming out of the world at all. Since CV19 hit, it seems that nothing else is happening in the world. That is the whole of the news now, is how many fake cases there are, how many fake numbers they can make up to lock states down, to lock people into their own homes. Not all family members get on, guys. Not all people can be in the same place together for a long time. You know the old saying, oh, I like her, but I can only handle her in small doses. This is the multitude of problems this has caused is irreversible, as any of us are watching and looking at what's going on. We know they're irreversible. It can't be fixed. I still have people living in my house who believe this can be fixed. People who are going to work every day, earning the dollar, that think this is all going back to normal. And that breaks my heart because they have been told and they've been warned, but they do not want to see the forest for the trees. They'll never see what's behind all this if they're only looking right in front of them. And one of us told us straight out that he doesn't want to read anything. Don't want to read anything. And I said to Growler, well, we'll just send him videos then. Maybe that's all, very short videos. Like Richie from Boston always says, guys, keep your videos short. I mean, your live streams are different, but you notice when I do a video now, I've tried to knock them down to, between 10 and 20 minutes, but 10 minutes is better because people's attention spans are so short. It's only people like you who can sit down and take 2 or 3 hours out of your day and concentrate on what's happening. This shows me who's watching. I know the people's names from other platforms. I've seen you, and it seems that we've all come together now because time's short. We had something really bizarre happen yesterday that I actually recorded, and it seems that time is speeding up. Let's just say that. I will make a video, but the father said at the end he would have to shorten the days, otherwise no flesh would be saved. Now we have things coming at us from the sky. We've got what they're spraying on us. We have the frequency Doppler waves, the HARP waves that are going through us, not to mention the 5G. And we are being bombarded. We've got fluoride, we've got, in our water. We're just a walking time bomb anyway. I mean, none of us should even get to 50 the way we've been poisoned. So we do have someone watching over us. This is what the good news is. Your creator in heaven, he loves you. He does. He didn't make you for this. I don't know why we're in all this, and none of us do. And anybody says that they do is a liar. But somehow we got mixed up in all this. Maybe we did something in heaven. Maybe we got kicked out of heaven. I don't know. Or maybe we were that first boom at the minute of conception. Boom. Yes, maybe that's been our beginning. But if it was, most of us still haven't figured out what's going on. And most people are still groping in the dark. And there is only one way out of this. You need to open your Bibles. You just need to ask the Father, if you're there, help me, help me. It is as simple as that. There is no big thing you have to do. Fall on your knees to show to show that you're humble before him. It's just between you and him, guys. Nobody else has to see this. He tells us to go into our closet and pray to him where he sees what we do in secret. Right. Now, if he sees what we do in secret in our prayer closet, how much more is he seeing the wicked, what they do in secret? So we must attack. They use all of their weapon, the Father's goodness that he has left for us. They use against us. So let's use their weaponry against them, that's why we use these airwaves. We are using their technology. We know this is fallen technology we're using. I know it is. Nobody can tell me any different. This is fallen angel technology that man would not have if he would not have sacrificed all these years since the fallen got here. So we are using their technology against them to tell you that It's only through your Creator and His Son, the elect one, Yeshua. It's only through the Father. You'll only get to Him through the Son, though, because He said, "Just believe on me. Those who believe on me will be saved." And He also said, in that day, when that bad day happens, all who call on my name will be saved. Like the thief on the cross, he couldn't even prove if he was going to be good or bad, follow Yeshua. He couldn't even prove it. He was saved that very second. So it is up to us, because we're the ones who know. We have to be careful. But there will be ones who come at the very end. There will be many, many thieves on the cross. So this is what I don't want to preach to the choir here. I want to preach to those who are not awake. And I'm not a preacher. I shouldn't use that word. I want to say, what's another word for preach that's not preach? Okay, because us women were not meant to be preachers, but I was born a teacher. So I can at least use my teaching ability to try and pass on anything that I have learned. So that is what the good news about all this is. You know, there's no good news. Like I said, no good news coming out of Melbourne, no good news coming out of anywhere. So what's the good news? I just told everybody. There you go, Growler.
Absolutely couldn't agree with you more. And actually, when you watch this sort of stuff, you know that they're going, they're going to lose. That's the great part of it, because we've already won through His blood. We're saved, sanctified.
Yes.
Yes. Our faith is counted as righteousness. We only have to believe in Him only, lean on Him only. Because it's just a relationship between you and Him. I mean, no one should be judging anybody. You shouldn't be doing that, and you're not going to heaven for that, and that sort of thing. Don't interfere with people's walks. I mean, they might have to go through a few hard times, and those hard times that those people go through, they're the sort of people that the Father uses, because your suffering is for His glory. That's what it is. Your suffering is for His glory. So that's what you've got to understand as well. So you have a look at the way the apostles suffered. I mean, if the apostles didn't suffer that like that, the Bible wouldn't have been written. I mean, these guys wrote the Bible through the Holy Spirit, of course. I mean, it's. I don't know how to put it, but everything is used for His glory. That's the most simple way I could put it. That everything is used for His glory. So, and that's what I've come up with, and that's what I feel, and I think a lot of people in the chat feel that as well. And that was my little 10 cents worth in.
Peace.
So we'll go to the next.
Can I just while we're on this, could everybody? Whoa, we got, what's that, Growler? What's that going over? Woo.
Oh, it's just an L29. No, it's an L29. They're just doing joy flight. So obviously someone has money.
Oh, wow. That is so cool. There's this awesome jet one over us, guys. Hey, look, could I just get a thumbs up in the chat? Just give me a thumbs up who's been having wave dreams. Now, I was just reading Messi and Kelly were having a conversation, and there's been a lot of people having dreams about, huge waves. Anthony Dickinson has, Messi has. I'm just looking at the thumbs up, how many people have had. I have, definitely. I had one that was like 40 years ago that I knew that would mean something one day, and has stuck with me my whole life. So we've got Joseph, he's had one. Mum, real Bible, real life. My mum and my sister, wave dreams for years, reoccurring over and over. Yes, guys, it's earthquake. Yeah, see, Anne has earthquake dreams. So your earthquakes and your waves go hand in hand, because if the Cascadia slips and falls down there, that's where she's going to go. But that's for another live stream, guys. And I don't want to to scare anybody, but anybody in those places where that magma's moving, I'd basically take my toothbrush and my shoes and go, because the magma's moving now, and a lot of the fires in California, yes, some were due past, but I think this year a lot of them have been caused by the magma coming up from under the ground itself and starting fires in the forest that way, and then they just run. Look, it's moving, guys. We know that Yellowstone's moving. Okay, we know the New Madrid's moving. We know that the slip, the slip is started. It is started. So if you're in any of those areas, if you're not prepared, please get prepared. If you can leave, leave. We know that what the Bible says is going to happen, and I'm sure that the dreams that people have about the waves and the earthquakes are going to happen in our lifetime very shortly. So all we can do is, be prepared. It's like Growler, isn't it? Like, we live fairly close to the coast here, but we're on a very high, we're on the highest peak, one of the highest peaks here, and we also have 5 boats. So we're prepared. We got 5 boats if something happens, you know. So
I wear floaties.
we got those too, if you'd like those. You dag.
That's what old men do. That's what old men like me can't swim. I'll just do dog paddle.
Tony and Davey, they're on islands. Well, girls, we're on a really big island. we're on a huge island here, and we're surrounded by water. So we, look, guys, our life is in his hands if we give it to him, because you could worry yourself sick just in one day thinking about what is coming upon the earth. And if you all remember, there is a scripture that this is what's happening now to people. Look at Melbourne. Men's hearts will fail them for those things that are coming upon the earth. That means that, they're going to see things and have heart attacks because things are that bad. For some people, that's just that's their business finishing. That maybe it's a generational business they've had for a long time in the family, and then it's finished. They can't give their family nothing. What do the men do? Go and shoot themselves. A lot of the times, they go and shoot themselves. And even though there's no guns here, there's guns here. The farmers have got guns, and so we're in a it's the worst situation the world has ever been in anywhere, no matter where you are. So there's only one answer, and that's why we do this channel. It's not for fear. It's to tell you the truth of what's going on, that you are under a Luciferian agenda. You're under a Luciferian control. Now the UN has moved in to our country. They have taken over Melbourne, and they will subsequently take over the rest of the country piece by piece. And then, so we will be gone first. We will not be able to communicate with you guys anymore. We will be the first rounded up here. But don't worry about us, okay? We know what we're doing. We'll be fine. Don't worry about us. But I can assure all of you, I would not have this channel going if for 1 minute I was going to take any sort of mark that made me unredeemable to my father, whether that be a vax, whether that be an RFID chip, whether that be a microdot tattoo, or whether it be all of the above, or just a flu vax. Just the test, maybe. Just the test itself could be infected. So Growler and I know that when society gets to the point just here where we can't wear a mask to go out, we're out. So we wouldn't be doing this unless we were solid in this, and we will, probably, that's what I'm saying, we'll probably be the first to go. I do have a little bit of intel, and I did hear that there is a massive purge coming of YouTube within the next 3 to 5 days. So I'm hoping that's wrong information. I really am, because that means they'll take us all down in one foul swoop. Now, look, if they do that, Some of you need to exchange phone numbers. We've got a lot of your phone numbers, you guys. We can keep in touch that way. You need to make a network with the people here that you're all talking to. You know, you sit in amongst yourselves. Okay. I can leave my phone number on the email because I don't get trolls. I'm pretty happy with that. I can actually leave my spare phone. I got a spare phone. I'll leave my other phone number on our email. That purge is already happening, Anthony, I know, but it's going to get really bad apparently within the next few days. So we'll see, you know, like the Father can do anything. He can roll back time. He can give us more time. He can, but we have to remember what he said, that he would shorten the days for our sake, for the elect's sake. Okay, so something that bad is coming down the pike on their end that he has to shorten the days for our sake. Otherwise, that's what it means. Otherwise, it means their plans will succeed in that way. So he's going to stop that bit. You know, he is. But you have to be, but you just have to be under his covering. You just have to be. Okay.
Absolutely. Fully agree, sister, and great information there as usual. And I mean, I can't really add anything to that because Sister Beck said it all. So
No, you go.
I was going to say the same thing. You took it out of my mouth. Well done. No, you said everything awesomely, as usual. So I think I've got
have you got any more videos?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Yep, we'll go to the next one.
Hi,
okay,
Bubba
so we'll
News.
stop here.
Welcome in, Bubba.
Okay, now I saw this morning and I thought, well, this has really taken the cake. Now, in the ambassador delivers a video message on UN Day, and this was the UN 75th anniversary. Goes for quite a while in the UN, and funny how it fell on COVID. What a coincidence! And I mean, this is the sort of this is the real worrying thing, as you can see here, with flight lice sitting in the front, and you've got UN. You've got the UN flag here to the left, and you've got the Chinese flag here to the right. So I want you to listen carefully, very carefully, on what this man says, and it just sums everything up. Okay.
No sound, Missy. It's got no audio, Missy. He'll fix it. Give him a sec.
He fixes everything. He's awesome.
He does. He always does. For some reason, the audio wasn't coming through on that, but he'll fix it. Or maybe. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go.
Happy birthday to the United Nations. Congratulations to Secretary General and to all the women and men serving under the UN flag. This UN Day comes in a time of great challenge. Major changes unseen in a century are taking place, compounded by a devastating global health crisis with severe economic and social impacts on the world. While marking this UN Day, we witness the rise of unilateralism, protectionism, and bullying practices. We must ask ourselves, what kind of UN do we need? What should we do to take care of our common future? We have heard answers from world leaders during the UN 75 High-Level Week. As President Xi Jinping pointed out, there is only one system, namely the UN-centered international system, and only one set of rules, the basic norms of international relations based on the UN Charter. To play its role in the post-COVID era, the UN must stand firm for justice, uphold the rule of law, promote cooperation, and focus on real action. The COVID-19 pandemic has reminded us in the most powerful way that we are closely interconnected, and only by upholding multilateralism, supporting the UN, and strengthening cooperation and solidarity can we defeat the pandemic and build resilience against the future challenges. China stands firm with multilateralism. China stands firm with the UN Charter and the international law. China stands firm with the United Nations. Together, we can build a better and shared future for all.
Bang! Done. So that's what I mean. It cannot be, the UN has taken over people. I don't know how to say it any more harder than this. It just says everything in a meat pie. It's all here.
It does.
And I mean, you've had a look at Strong's. You've had a look at. I mean, it's in Nigeria. It's. I mean, we have the list of smart cities. We have a list of smart cities, and if you have a look, at all those cities and everything that are on that list. You can see exactly who was involved. So I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. But all I'm trying to say is this is China is the last country to actually come on to the UN 75th anniversary, and China was the last to have a say. So all I can say is everyone's heading towards the UN. It's all the UN. Like I said, from the last live stream, from the fall of Rome, everything is passed through the Vatican Jesuit order, Knights of Malta, Knights of Templar, then disseminated out to the UN, and then the UN disseminates that out to the world. So that is how it works. It's and of course you've got your little. You've got well, not your little, but you've got your Illuminati, CFR, Trilateral Commission, all those organisations, the CIA, which is normally should stand for Catholics in Action or Catholic Intelligence Agency. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I just wanted to end it off to concrete what I'm saying here, that China is part of the UN. They always have been, but now they're pledging allegiance to the UN. The Pope has pledged allegiance. America has already pledged allegiance. They're a part of Strong Cities. And don't hold your hopes on Trump, because he's definitely one of them. End of story. He's given $2 billion worth of, he's given $2 billion to Garvey and all these other front companies, all these other vaccine or front cover companies, and people think that Trump's going to save the world. Well, not really. Yeshua saved the world.
Yeah,
and
I actually think it is going to be Trump who saves the world, because Abaddon gave the key to the bottomless pit to Bibi. We went through this last time for those of you who weren't here. And this is lining up with scripture beautifully. Now, they couldn't have made it happen any better. It was like the key that he gave him, and I'd like to just say this just to you, Growler, was probably copper, because it was that colour. So it was the key to the bottomless pit. And we know that copper plays a huge part in all this. So Abaddon, I think Lucifer is literally in Satan. Lucifer is literally in Trump at the moment. That's just my thoughts. And he will use him to his advantage. And then if he comes out the big, bright, shining one at the end of that, once he's finished with him, but he's calling the shots. I am the chosen one. He's on the coin with Cyrus on the Jewish Temple Mount coin. Look, guys, Trump Heights. We did some, what do you call that? When we did the Google Earth on Mount Herman, and we went from Trump Heights to Mount Herman, and then you've got Pan's Grotto, and it's all just in a beautiful alignment. The numbers all match up. So, look, I think when Trump said he went to hospital, there was a ritual done. There was a ritual done because it was it was Sukkot on the Hebrew calendar. He went away for 3 days. Remember, 3 days.
Yes.
You know, Yeshua was in the tomb for three days. Well, you know how it added up, all 3 days,
Yep.
and it's like a total reversal of what happened. And I think they're ready to, do something really big, really, really big, and he's going to come out. He's going to save us. And he's going to be the killer of all killers. He's going to be the killer of giants, because he's the one they've all been waiting for. This is why they came out in 2015. These people are not even hiding anymore. They're not hiding. They're showing your children. If you take time to watch children's cartoons, they are so demonic. So hard to find just a good little one, So demonic. Everything has changed. It is like we're in the Matrix now, because somewhere along the line, everything changed. And now we're in a new world. And this is our new normal, remember?
Yep.
The new normal.
Right.
Okay. Well, guys, this is our end. This is the end of our timeline now. So we either die for Yeshua if he doesn't come back for us before we have to, because some of us might die before he comes back, which I'm saying us, because they'll come for us first. So here's our timeline. Die for Yeshua, wait for the rapture. There's your timeline, because I'm just saying it as it is. It's so close. You can almost hear Damascus falling to the ground. It's so close. And very interesting, Beck. Something I said got Davey interested. But look, we start talking sometimes. We all do this, don't we, Growler? We start talking and then we get to the
we do.
you just don't know what to say anymore, part. You've just exhausted all your theories, which are not theories anymore, because everything's played out the way that we thought it would. And we come back to the same conclusion, that we just need to stick together as long as we can. We need to pray constantly, because that's the only way you're going to get anything done. It's the only way you're going to get anything done now, is to pray constantly. And what else is there? What else is there? Your needs that need to be met are your needs just for now, not for the future. Your future will be in heaven. Your future will be in all the New Jerusalem. Okay, so we prepare now for a very short stint for what's ahead. We go into it with open arms, knowing that we may have to shed our own blood for this. Hey, he died for us. Wouldn't you rather lose your life to gain your life? He told you would lose your life to gain your life. And I always thought that was like a thing where, you'll lose all your friends and you'll lose. This is what I used to think. That's what they taught in the Pentecostal church, that meant you lose all your friends. You lose your old way of life, because now you're with Jesus. Hallelujah. And you're going to go around going, hallelujah, I love Jesus. So you lose all your friends. So you lose your life. No, he meant you need to be prepared to lose your life. It's something you must think about. It's something you must lay in bed and envision. And yes, have fear when you will have fear when it's happening. But you need to go through it. You need to just go through it, and then ask him to give you the strength to endure this if it manifests into reality. So that's the good news. He will give you strength. Don't you think he gave all those men who were tortured for his sake, his first apostles, don't you think he was with them when that was happening? And people say, oh, well, the Father's not real because he wouldn't have let that happen. No, that had to happen to prove to those Pharisees and those Sadducees. It had to happen to prove to the synagogue of Satan that these men would die. for something that even the ones who had never even seen Yeshua. So we've never seen him. And what does it say? Blessed are those who have seen, who believe without seeing. Okay.
That's right. Last name's not Thomas.
No, I don't
we're
want to
not
go and
doubting
have
Thomas's.
to. No, I don't need to stick
Nope.
my fingers in anybody's hands or feet to know that that really happened. So this is all a big game to the enemy. To us, it's a very, very serious game, and it's a game that determines our eternal destiny, because you are energy. You will not go from this place just back to what you were, what you remember before you were born, which is nothing. Well, that's atheism basically, which means, saying that nothing's going to happen when you die, or the old thing, nothing, everything came from nothing, well, evolution, everything came from nothing. It doesn't work. We know it doesn't work. We're over that. We're eating meat. We're not children. We're not spiritual children here. I know most of you aren't. You're not spiritual children. You're adults. You're eating the meat now. So do some research, guys, into the giants, and do some research into what that was all about, because that's what it was all about for them, is the return of the giants. This is all going back to Genesis 6. Everything that Growler just explained to you, some of you may be thinking, what the heck is she going on about? Like, he was talking all about that. Now she's talking about that. Well, listen, I'll segue it in for you, okay? Because what he was talking about is the UN takeover of everything, the Chinese communistic takeover, which is the UN takeover of everything, which is the Luciferian system takeover of everything. It all goes back to the spirit. This is not a physical battle, and that's why Growler said, when the riots are on, don't do that. Keep your head down. You're going to have to keep your head down as long as you want, because this is not a physical battle anymore. This is a spiritual battle. You should be at home praying about it rather than going out and yelling about it and then getting arrested and then maybe never seeing your family again, because the way that it's working, we don't know where these people are going. They take away. How do they know? How do their families know? If everybody's locked down, this is the perfect plan. Like you said, it's an amazing plan. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible thing that they have closed the whole world down over something that doesn't even exist in that way. An invisible. What did Trump say?
Called it an
Cursed by the
invisible.
invisible monster. Invisible monster.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
And he said a monster cast a horrible spell.
There it was.
So
that's it.
there's your corona, and you're crowning a monster. So they're crowning their monster, which is the AC, most likely, and we will see him already somewhere.
Likely.
I would say, yeah.
Very,
so,
very soon.
We're close. Yeah, we're close. So well, Becca said it all, and I've said as much as I can, and Becca said it as well. And I mean, the real message here is to get saved, to accept Him as your true Messiah, and He is your only authority. He's the only one that you ask forgiveness from. And first of all, you've got to take up your cross and walk it each day. And look, we all stink. We're all crap, to be honest. We can't save ourselves, and there's always something hanging on to you or something like that. Otherwise, He wouldn't have come down and died for us. So we can only try and pray about it as much as we can. I mean, we could live for 900 years and still not be nowhere near where we're supposed to be, because we're in Satan's fallen kingdom. But luckily we're saved through His blood. So that is where the hope is, and that's the blessed hope. That's what I find. So Beck, you've said it very well.
Thanks,
I don't
mate.
think we have any more videos, do we?
No, I think we're out of
Mm.
time. I was
Yes,
just
that's right.
asking Amy, she's in, I think she said Kansas. Oh, it's gone now. And I was just going to ask her, is she locked down? Because she said she's in the smart city. Amy FOJC, are you locked down where you are? You said you're in a smart city. Just want to know what's going on with the smart cities in America. But they've all signed the same deal, guys. So the deal is
Yep.
if you're in a smart city, you'll be the first ones
Mm.
to go. And COVID, Matrix Man, hi, mate. Thanks for that. It is COVID, is certificate of vaccination identification. Okay, you've got to realize that's why they named it that. And the corona. Now you remember, the growler. As soon as they said corona, I ran out to you and I said crowning, and I said also the corona of the eye, which goes back to the all-seeing eye, crowning of the all-seeing eye into his position. Now, look, just because he's not here now, well, guess what? He is. You've been looking at him all that time. Like I said before, if you didn't hear it before, like that's what I said. He's here. Just hasn't come in the form that he will come in at the end of it. But he's here. He's in a Abaddon. He is in a Abaddon. So we know this, and we know that Yeshua is our only hope because he's the one who shed his blood for us. Nobody else. He shed his blood for us because while we were still still stinking sinners, he loved us enough
And we still are.
to shed his blood. And even if one of us would have been the only person on earth who would have listened, he would have done it. So it's an amazing sacrifice. I mean, it is hard enough to die for a good man, let alone a bad man. And we're all bad in that way. Okay. So we just need to cling on, yes, to the blessed hope, but also be prepared. Be prepared with some food and water, of course. Of course, be prepared if you do have a bug out bag. If you're in an earthquake area, make sure you have your shoes right by your bed and your bag right under your bed, and you get out of there. No hiding under tables if you can and all that. Get out of the building if you can. If you can. You've got to just use your
Doesn't matter
wits
which
now,
way.
guys. No, it doesn't. I'd rather be out in the open than under the table in the building, though, in an earthquake, you know. But all I'm saying is use your
I'd
wits,
jump
have
out
your
of the
wits
building.
about you. Well, yeah.
Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking. I know.
Parachute will help.
Yes, have a parachute on you. Have a parachute on you. Have a wingsuit or a jetpack.
Yeah, like we started the show. A lot of you
Right.
missed the start of the show, so we're actually going to play that in its entirety. We're going to go out with that one today because we're going to go out with a bang. We don't know how long we're going to be here, so we'll just keep doing this as long as we can, guys. Okay. We don't know what else to do. Nobody in the real world listens. I talk to people wherever I can. I will just look how bad the economy is. It is so easy to strike up a conversation with strangers, but they're like, "Oh yeah, but it'll be right." And I'm like, "Okay, see you later. I can't." Some people, the Holy Spirit says, "Talk to that one," and then you're talking to one, and the Holy Spirit will go, "It's not working. It's not working." You just know. He says, "No, not that one." And how many times he has told me to speak to people that will listen and have. So all the praise goes to him. All the praise goes to him for these live streams. And
that's right.
I don't even know how we even really got here. From a tiny little video channel I was doing, just walking around with dogs, to trying to help people to realize that there is a savior, that there is a creator, and he does love us. And sometimes we feel so alone, but believe me, if you've called on him, he's been walking beside you every minute of that time. Every single second he's been there. And you just need to, now is the time, because the veil is thin, and it's thin for them. But listen, if it's thin for them, it's thinner for us. We can break through even more. He is ready to pour out. I'm honestly going to say this. I am sure he is ready to pour out supernatural things on those who are doing this. Okay? Or those who are awakened. He's going to pour out supernatural. It says that in the book of Revelation. He will pour out like supernatural power on us. I know a lot of people say, oh, that's only for the 144,000. I've heard that argument. Yes, that's okay. I don't mind. But I believe in my heart that I will be able to touch a dead body and it may rise. That's what I believe. That's how far my faith will go. And that's just what we have to do, guys. If your faith is low, pray for faith. If your knowledge is not good, pray for knowledge. Whatever it is, he knows what you need before you ask. So
That's right.
come before him
That's right.
just with a humble heart and say, look, Father, I know I can't do this by myself. I throw my pride. I throw it away. The pride is useless. Your vanity is useless. You know, it doesn't matter how good you look. It doesn't. We are all equal in his sight. The only thing that will make you righteous, as righteousness is called righteousness at this time, is your faith. Okay? So your faith is your righteousness. So, guys, I just don't want you to fear about anything we've said. We have done this as educational tool, so it helps a lot of you that you don't have to do all this research yourselves. A lot of you are busy. I know a lot of you have jobs, and this is Growler and my job. This is our job now. I can't go back to work because of the COVID. I refuse to be in a line for a $50,000 fine if someone says they get COVID in my car while I'm teaching them to drive. So I refuse to do that. So I've got a brand new car sitting out there with a spare set of pedals in it that just become unregistered, and I've just bought it. So if anybody wants a beautiful ASX, just let me know. But anyway, that's a different story.
And if you want 12
All I'm
fresh
saying,
eggs going for a dozen, $2.60,
there you
guys. We got heaps of eggs here. So, guys,
got
beautiful
heaps of
chooks, beautiful eggs. We can post pack those, send it over to America if you like. So anything you need, we can send you food as well. I'm just joking, but I thought I'd just throw something like that in there.
Oh my gosh.
I know. That's just me, guys. That's just me.
Oh dear.
That's
I
just
don't
me.
know what's going on here with this one today. He's having a funny day. He woke up on a good side of the bed. No, he always wakes up on the good side of the bed. But anyway, I was just, getting a little bit D&M there, and then you say that. Okay.
Well, you were
funny
selling
one,
the car, so I thought that would sell the eggs as well. We've got too much eggs, so I might as well sell those as well.
I'm selling you.
I'm joking.
You're for
Thanks,
sale.
mate. Yeah, thanks. Oh, at least I know I'm worth something.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we'll get a good deal
thanks,
for
mate.
you, I'm sure.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Listen, and I just love you all that's come in. We got 44 that have been a solid 44 in here tonight, and I know a lot of people sit in the background and don't talk. So to all you beautiful people, Yeshua,
thanks
your
so much,
Father,
guys.
He loves you. He loves you. I want you to know that He loves you, and we thank you. We thank you for being here and listening, because all we want is for you guys to pick up your Bible and sup with Him. Go to the table. Yes, I'm reading the comments.
Oh, are you?
And I want you to go to the dinner table and sup with your Father. Just you and Him. Give Him your time. That's all He wants, is your time. You see, what you give your time to is what is your master, basically. And I've been doing a lot of soul searching on that myself. So what you give your time to is what is mastering you. So we have to be, we have to have a balance. It's great, you got to have your balance, especially if you've got family. But if you do have family that is not understanding what's going on, please don't do what I did at the beginning. Oh boy, the earth is flat. Oh wow, everybody's a tranny. Oh dear, he's a Luciferian. Okay, stop. Don't do that. Just let the Father deal with them. You can drop hints here and there, but you always wait for them to say something to you. I learnt my lesson. And look, if you just pray for them, they will come. Do you really think he's going to let anybody perish that you pray for? You, his beloved, if he loves you so much, and if you are reaching out to him, do you really think he's going to let your beloved perish? Well, I know how I feel as a good mother. So I can't even imagine how much mercy he has. So please don't listen to what we've been fed our whole lives through the church system, those lies that are embedded into our soul. Let Yeshua dig them out, because he's the only one that can dig those lies out and put his truth in you. And the truth that he gives you sets you free. It sets you free from the bondage of all those things, all that religious stuff they put on you, all the ceremonies, all the taking of the bread and the wine. It breaks those bonds off you. And see, I'm talking to a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds here. We were also told never, ever to confess our sins to a man. We were told to confess them in our cupboard quietly to our Father. So you can see how they've made everything the opposite. And I don't know what else to say, because I love you all, and I could talk for hours and hours like this. But I wish I could see your faces. That would just,
that'd be great.
you know, it would just be so much better. Hey, Megs, how you doing? Megs is in the house. Hey, Homestead Australia. We've got a couple of stragglers here that have come in at the end, like the Bubba News, but he could have been doing his own stream. Yeah, they've come in at the end, these stragglers.
Nah, that's all right. They're great.
They are, but they can always go back and watch it, because,
awesome.
guys, if for you guys who come in late, Growler's done another excellent expose, sort of like a catch-up, a part 2 to the one we did last Monday night. So I think we're going to leave you all with that, and you can lead the prayer today, Growler, because I always do.
Yeah.
Then we're going to play what we played at the beginning of the stream, and I want you all to watch it, and I want you all to get excited. I want you to feel your creator. I want you to feel what he's made you do, because you could do any of these things that are in this video if you even wanted. So stay around, stick around for the video. I love you all. I'm signing off.
Yep.
And we will see you again on we're doing
predictive programming, are we?
We are. We're doing a yes, but I was just trying to think when on their time to say it is.
Okay.
Thursday night. It's Thursday night, 7:30 Central Standard Time. But anyway, we'll put a post out for that. But that will be on predictive programming, and we've got some awesome stuff coming up for that one. So I will let. I'm not signing off, because I want to be here in your prayer, Growler.
Yep.
I want to be here for
no
it.
worries at all. Absolutely. So yeah, if we can just all join in prayer and bow our heads and just give Yeshua HaMashiach and our perfect holy creator all the reverence and all the glory and all our attention, please. Okay. Thank you, dear our holy creator, Yeshua HaMashiach, and the perfect Holy Spirit. We pray to you only, and we encrypt and weaponize this channel so nothing can actually come in and deceive us, because we know all the tricks of the enemy, and we can't have anything deceiving us. And if we're utterly and totally in you, our holy creator, and you covering us in your precious blood, Yeshua HaMashiach, I pray for every single person on this live stream. If they're going through any hard times, I really ask and pray that you give them the comforting that they need, as the Holy Spirit is our comforter, and show them the way through these hard times. And all I can ask is for the warring angels and your hedge of protection around every single person in this stream, their house, their car, their life, everything. We give everything to you. We give all the glory to you. Anything good that happens, Father, are you sure all the glory and thanks go to you? It does not go to us, as we are sinners every day. We are just holy. We are just vessels for you, Father, and we are humble servants, just doing our job as we're supposed to be, Father. And we thank you for the guidance of the Holy Spirit through this. And I really ask that you fill people with love, encouragement, hope, and I just pray that you fix anything in other people's lives. If something's happening, if people are fearing, just guide these people and guide us. And I really ask for your guidance in us doing these live streams as well. So you show us the correct articles and what you want to be projected out to the world, Father. So I'd just like to keep it simple, and I would just love to say that I love everyone here in the stream. I love you, my Holy Father. I love you, Yeshua HaMashiach. And all I can say is you are the one that we live for. You are the one that we love. You are the one that we strive to be. But we can never be like you, as we all fall short, as everyone falls short of the glory. And it's only through your special Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, that we are saved. That's the only way. And I just pray this prayer with all the might I've got and all the love that I've got. And I pray that you guide every single person on this stream. And I pray for the protection over this channel. And I pray for the protection that nothing can interfere with this channel, so we can get your word out, Father. I pray this in your precious, holy, awesome name. Amen. Okay, all done. So thank you very much, guys, for everything that you've actually come and supped with us. I really, really appreciate that. I just want to go through the chat again, as you all mean so much to us. You really do. And sometimes when we're going through a hard time, me and Beck, and we feel a bit lonely, I always think about the chat and all you guys praying for us, and that's what's keeping us safe, is your prayers. And I really ask if you can just keep that up, because the more prayer is the greatest weapon. His word is the greatest weapon, and that's where we put our faith. So I'd just like to thank Western Warrior, the Bubba News, great channel. Go over and show the Bubba some love. And Anthony Dickinson, you're always in, brother. Thank you so much. Shane Barber, Megs F, thank you so much, sister. We'll give you a call very soon, see how you're going. Mama Bird and Homestead Australia, great to see you, Homestead. It's been quite a while, so I really hope you're going well down there in Gippsland. I know you're out of the Ring of Steel, so that's great. Davey313, you are just very, very special. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much to Sticks of TNT. Yeah, roger that, mate. That's just awesome. I love that handle. That's great. And I'd really like to thank Real Bible Life. That's a great name there, and probably the only name to have, to be honest. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. Timothy Ryan, thanks so much, Tim. You are just awesome, mate, and hope everything's going well. And the beautiful Ann Walsworth, thank you so much, sister, for everything that you've done. Your channel is just awesome. I have seen about 5 or 6 videos, and I will binge on that, darling, so don't worry about that. Go over and show Anne some love there, guys. She's got some awesome videos about chemtrails, and very, very informative. So, and I would like to thank no, I don't want to thank Growl of Thunder. I don't know who that is. I'd like to thank Amy. Thank you so much, Amy. You're new, and thank you very much. Hope you stay with us, and hopefully we've been of some help to you. And I'd like to thank Flying Free. Flying Free, you were just awesome, and Thank you so much for your input, and thank you so much for your love and prayers. You're very valued on here, and we love you very much. And I want to thank Zoe Round, our beautiful sister that we've known so long. We love you very much, and we're always praying for you, sis. We always are. We love you very much. And DJ, thank you so much, DJ. You've got some awesome stuff. Keep the information coming, bro. You're totally onto it. And Josephine Haley, thank you very much, Josephine. I might come over and join you in that van, and we just go driving everywhere and until we're stopped. So, and there was another one. Yeah, Lil Step Noel. Thank you very much, Lil Step.
Well, you're going to leave
Noel.
me
Great.
and go with Josephine in her van. You're going to leave
No.
us and go with Josephine.
I'm hypothetically saying if I was in America. Yeah, that's what I mean. I should explain myself a bit more properly. Sorry about that.
That's all right. If I was in America, I'd be in Wyoming, holed up in Mike Decker's house with all the ammo up there. You'd be laughing.
Absolutely. Make strong cities look like bloody pigeons. I just want to say a big thanks to Joseph Sage as well. Thanks very much, Joseph. Please stick to scripture, mate. You're doing a really good job. I know it's been hard for you, but just pray before you open the word, and just get him to show you the way, and you can only be guided by the Holy Spirit. Don't be guided by anything else, any teachers or anything like that. Just be guided by him. And I'd like to say big thanks to Wolfman in Oz. Go hard, mate. You're just awesome, and smashing it out there. And thanks very much for joining us. Megs F, just in the chat there, Missy, Megs has just brought up the Biosecurity Act, and that's what Biden said twice during his debate with Grumpf. Probably head of the Deutsche Bank, which is the only bank holding up Europe at the moment. But I might go in a little bit more about the economy and economics soon. So thank you very much. There is a link there for you guys. Very good to see. Thank you very much. And who else? Shane Barber, legend. Great to see you in, mate. And you've got Shane from Atheism Madness. Go over and show him some love there, guys. He's got a great channel. He's really put things together very well. Even if he is
Madness here.
Oh, I'll give him a shout out anyway. He helped us.
Oh, right.
So
I didn't see it.
No, but when he might actually watch it later on. So I always like to
guys,
have a big call out to Shane.
I just dropped Mike Decker's channel there, so you wait till you see the footage he just did on that one. It is beautiful. The footage.
Get on Mikey's channel, mate.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not there at the moment, though. It's very, very cold. So
absolutely,
And Camo Rosso just come in at the end. Just made
Roger.
it. Camo come in.
And
welcome, Camo.
TJ Antipas, thank you so much. You're always in the chat, and we love you very much. Number one Matrix man. Keep going hard, mate, and you're kicking it really well. Keep it up. And anyone else that I haven't mentioned, the Bubba News, I've had Bubba News go over and show some love to Bubba News. Awesome channel, guys. F.E. Maori, thank you so much. You're always in
Mama
on the
Bird.
chat. Laura Stobble. Yeah, Mama Bird, Laura Stobble. Thank you, dear. Did you want to say thanks to anyone?
Girl. Yeah, I want to say Squirrel Girl, Little Step Noel.
I thought you were calling me that.
No, you're not a Squirrel Girl.
Okay.
Little Step Noel.
I hope not.
Josephine Haley.
I'm an idiot.
You wait.
Mate, she's gonna bash me up, guys, and get me in a headlock, and I'll just run behind her husband, Paul McCallan. He'll help. I'm joking. I'll run behind Messi. She's on the loose.
They both won't stop me. They both won't stop me.
No, I know.
No, listen, guys, this has been great. So thank you so much. And Bubba News just subbed to Mike Decker. Beautiful. Tell any of you, if you go to Mike, can you just tell him that I sent you, please? Okay. if you go to Mike Decker's channel, you will go to Mike Decker's channel, tell him Beck and Growler sent you, okay? Now, we are going to go out with that video that we started with. So there's a lot of you here that didn't see this video, and I picked this just for you guys to give you encouragement, to give you excitement, and to make you just want to go out and jump out of a plane or something, okay? So just to make you
with a
feel
parachute.
good. Well, these guys didn't have parachutes, did they? So, yeah.
All right, well, I'll do what they do.
Are you there, Messi? Messi is in the house. And everybody, thank you, Messi gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Sorry, Growler, but I'm scared of her.
No, that's...
Thanks, Paul McCullen. I love you, darling. You're such a darling.
She loves you, mate.
You're beautiful.
She loves your body,
Anyway.
don't worry. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I'm having a laugh here, guys. Come on. You only live once,
Messi.
you know.
Cut him off,
Yeah,
Messi. Cut him off.
Cut me off.
Cut him off.
Cut me off.
Okay, we are out. We are out. We are
Thanks,
out.
guys. We are out. We're out.
Thanks, guys.
There's a war inside of me, and you watch it silently. Any idiot could see that I killed all the hope that I had. There's a war inside of me, burning red and honestly, and I wave it constantly, like a flag, like a flag, like a flag. This knife that's in my back keeps twisting. Anxiety attacks. This is a battleground. I'm caught in a crossfire. My words are weaponry. I'm waiting patiently. You win the battle now. I will return the fight. It's like crawling for the last. You're advancing mercilessly, unprovoked and needlessly, and I march you into the sea, just to watch you drown in the end. I am used to these black eyes, to be bruised and antagonized, but it overwhelms my mind to believe that I called you a friend. This knife that's in my back keeps twisting. Anxiety attacks. This is a battleground. In the crossfire, my words are weaponry. I'm waiting patiently. You win the battle now. I'll be returning back. It's like crawling for the last. Be the one. This is a battleground. Caught in the crossfire. My words are weaponry. I'm waiting patiently. You win the battle now. I will return back. I come for the last. Be the one who lasts last. And down the trenches I will go. Fight the enemies on my own. I alone. This is a battle.